Is a year or two enough to make a dream come true? For Montgomery College students, the answer is yes. With affordable tuition, small class size, and easy access, students are developing the job skills they need for the 21st century and for the careers they always dreamed of. Up next on Campus Conversations, we'll look at student success at Montgomery College. I'm Fritzi Bodenheimer, and this is Campus Conversations. This is the second of two special episodes focusing on student success at Montgomery College. Mohammed Ali Aslami was a typical Montgomery College student only a few years ago, and now he's earned a PhD in electrical engineering. Here's his story.
My name is Mohammed Aslami. I am a Montgomery College alumnus. I transferred to the University of Maryland in 2003, completed my bachelor's in 2006 when I started a PhD program and graduated with a PhD in electrical engineering in 2012. I homeschooled high school, and when I graduated with a diploma, I actually didn't take the SATs as most students do. And so Montgomery College was a shoo-in because I couldn't go to a university. It turned out after a lot of the stereotypical oh, it's a community college, I actually really enjoyed it here and felt that it gave me a really great two-year foundation. My declared major was computer engineering, and Dr. Day actually, who's a professor here at Montgomery College, kind of pulled me back and said, if you like computer engineering, then why don't you try electrical, because it encompasses computer and more. And so if you see you really like computer engineering while you're majoring in electrical engineering, then if you decide to pursue graduate school or go on to a job, then you can switch out to computer. But you can't go the other way. If you major in computer, you can't come back and do electrical. And thankfully, it was a really good piece of advice. It's nice when you find somebody that you can relate to who gives great advice. And Dr. Day was that person for me. Harry Zarin, he was an advisor at the Germantown campus. He had the initial push. When I started at Montgomery College, I was really young, so I was pretty immature. And Professor Zarin kind of pushed me and started tailoring me and then handed me off to Dr. Day. Montgomery College really picked me up, tuned me up, and really got me ready for the university. I feel much better than if I would have started off at the university. The advantages that I was provided here was that the smaller classroom environments, teachers were focused on teaching, not focused on their research. If you're coming to Montgomery College, be sure that you're looking for opportunities on the outside, internships, and don't think you're at a disadvantage because you're at a community college. I remember through assets like Dr. Day, I had an internship my last year of leaving here that I continued every summer after I even left Montgomery College at Lockheed Martin. So there's a lot of opportunities here to definitely capitalize on them.
For Muhammad Ali, Montgomery College was the beginning of his education, but for some MC students, that path leads straight into the job market. Our Workforce Development and Continuing Education Department offers a variety of programs in trades like plumbing and heating designed to put students right to work.
I work for Shapiro & Duncan. We're a mechanical contracting firm in Rockville, Maryland. I'm the Vice President of Service and Special Projects. Here at the college, I also teach the apprenticeship program and am a co-chair of our apprenticeship committee with the ACCA-NCC National Capital Chapter of the Air Conditioning Contractors of America.
An apprenticeship program is an earn while you learn type of program. It is designed so that a student is attending classes for the related training, but getting on-the-job training in a company they might work for.
As an employer, I've gotten involved first based out of need. 10 or 15 years ago, we were in a growth mode, and we advertised a lot to hire technicians, qualified technicians, and honestly, there were very few qualified technicians, and this was 15, 20 years ago. And so, out of need, I've gotten involved. As it's progressed, the need has kind of turned to more of a mentorship and growth opportunity, both for the students and for myself.
Technology changes daily, and so they just see this as a good place. An apprenticeship program is a good place for an employee and an employer.
In any given year, we will probably have at least 10 to 15 apprentices for a workforce of about 300, 350 field employees.
Ladies and gentlemen, the students from Workforce Development and Continuing
You
Education.
can see that we have a very large group that walks across the stage. Sometimes this is the first time that they've ever received some kind of diploma, because we help them make sure they have a GED to continue on what they need to. But if I look at the employers, I can tell you that most of the employers use this college and our apprenticeship program every year, putting new students in, even when the economy was bad.
We felt that they could work their way through the 4-year program, work the evenings, and continue to work on the job training, that we would get a good person out of it. So we really went out, we strived to hire for attitude. So we were looking for people that wanted to grow, wanted to learn, and were able to put the dedication and the effort, put forth that effort, and those were the types of people we began to search out. And like I said, we've probably graduated, let's say dozens of people that fit that bill, and that's really what has helped us grow from probably a $5 million company to a $100 million company over 20 years.
My name is Leroy Friend. I'm a member of the ACA program at Montgomery College. I work full-time for Shapiro and Duncan, and I come to Montgomery College 2 nights a week, and I can relate my schooling with my job experiences, which works out really well.
Yeah, he's a great employee, great attitude, and those are the types of people that we're looking for. Not necessarily the people that are at the top of their game, but that can grow to the top of their game. The people that have the right attitude, that want to learn, and will put in the effort, because there is effort. It's not there's a lot of time. There's a lot of evening work, off hours, a lot of dedication, and Leroy exemplifies that. He puts in that effort, additional time, and has really matured, and we're happy to see where he's at and where he's going.
After I finished my ACA program at Montgomery College, I plan to continue working with Shapiro and Duncan and continue learning, and hopefully I'll have a really good career after Montgomery College.
Check out more Montgomery College programming at youtube.com/Montgomery College and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Montgomery College TV.
No matter where you're headed, no matter what your age, you'll find it all here at Montgomery College. Small class sizes, flexible scheduling, Over 130 programs of study. Award-winning faculty. Nationally ranked NJCAA athletics. The possibilities are endless at Montgomery College. Register today.
Cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing industries in our region, and the need for trained workers in that field is growing. Producer Marcus Rosanna recently visited VaraQ founder Ben Edson to talk more about how they are partnering with Montgomery College to boost the workforce in cybersecurity in this area.
We are in Rockville at VaraQ, and I'm with the CEO and founder of VaraQ, which is an IT services company here in Rockville, and it's Ben Edson. Ben, thank you for being with us today. Talk to us a little bit about VaraQ. I know that your umbrella reaches pretty far these days, but just give us a brief breakdown of what VaraQ does.
So VaraQ started out as a purely IT security company, and we've grown from 2 people to now over 250 people in the last 4 years. So we deliver services largely to the federal government in areas of cybersecurity, IT infrastructure, and software development.
Okay, and talk a little bit about this field in 2014 compared to what the field was when you started. It is rapidly developing. Cybersecurity seems to be the buzzword that you hear every news broadcast, for good things and for bad things, of course, but this has to really change the dynamic with your business.
It does, and so my background was from Symantec. They're a world leader in security products. So when I integrated security products, this is 15 years ago, everyone was concerned with viruses and hacking, and today very much the same is occurring. There's only on a much bigger scale with much more complexity. So the challenges that IT and IT security firms like myself face is how do you solve problems within the security space when the complexities are so much larger, right? We have tablets, we have phones, we have desktops, we have networks, we have people working all over the world, we have social media, we have all these complexities, and so securing each area takes a unique perspective, and that just adds to complexity and makes it very exciting.
Okay. We're going to get to the connection that you have with Montgomery College, but not too long ago you were on a panel with some government folks, Penny Pritzker and Tom Perez, and it was about a federal grant, and it helps community colleges, and it helps them develop their cybersecurity programs. Talk a little bit about how a community college, or you get up into the four-year college, how cybersecurity and this ever-changing dynamic of IT can really connect to the college level.
So education in general is are foundational building blocks to becoming a good cybersecurity professional. So you have to understand how networks work. You have to understand how operating systems work. You have to understand how web services work. And simply learning on your own is no longer sufficient. So I integrated with community college when I started in community college when I was 24. And I learned about Unix. I learned about Microsoft. I learned about these foundational things that on my own I didn't have visibility into. So this grant was important, one, because we get to influence curriculums at the college level, at the community college level, and hopefully by influencing those curriculums, we get the types of students coming out of the programs that have the skills that we need to deliver services back to the government and spaces. So it's a win-win for us, and I was very happy to participate in that, in what became a sizable grant for the community colleges.
Now talk a little bit about your upbringing, and you mentioned it before, you didn't jump into IT. You sort of took a longer road, but what are some of the things that you saw that interested you and got you into the field that maybe if a couple of students are watching this right now and listening to you, what could you tell them? What are some of the tips about getting into the field, and what are some of the some of the things that made you interested in the field.
Sure. So when I grew up overseas. I lived in Argentina for 12 years. I came to the States when I was 18. My dad, he always had a typewriter, just a regular typewriter, and I hated writing. So my penmanship is like not very good. So I learned how to type, and then when I was 12, he got an Apple IIc, which right now is a dinosaur. There was no things as the internet, there was no things as CD-ROM, there wasn't even color monitors. So I got into the computers and we had blast. We learned how to do school, and that's how I kind of had an affinity to learning, and I just continued that path and continued to learn. So certifications, IT certifications. I took 3 jobs when I did come to the States when I was 18. I took 3 jobs where I was working 15 hours a day, 7 days a week in potpourri stuffing, and we competed on these lines against other teams. It was minimum wage work, but since I was putting in so many hours, I bought a laptop, $2,600, no CD-ROMs at the time, and that laptop I just continued to learn. So I always had a natural passion for technology, and everything else is just continuing to learn, and now I run a successful company in the Montgomery County area.
Well, very good, Ben. Thank you for letting us into your office today, and this is an amazing field, and it only keeps growing, and it sounds like VaraQ is continuing to grow as a pretty awesome business, but thank you for having us today.
No matter where you're headed, no matter what your age, you'll find it all here at Montgomery College. Small class sizes, flexible scheduling, over 130 programs of study, award-winning faculty, nationally ranked NJCAA athletics. The possibilities are endless at Montgomery College. Register today.
So Marcus, we heard a lot of great stories today. We heard a lot of great programs. And one of the things that I was so interested to hear was that Mohammed, our alum who went on to get a PhD, actually started with homeschooling. So it just to me means there are a lot of different paths that people can take and still end up successful.
There really are here at Montgomery College, and we talk about paths all the time, paths to student success. And Mohammed's story is fantastic. He went from homeschool, and then he gets connected with Don Day, as he talked about. And I was a PhD in electrical engineering. But what many people don't know about the engineering program here at Montgomery College is that we're #1 in the country for putting our 2-year degree winners into 4-year schools in engineering programs. So that's a pretty cool factoid. And I know that Professor Day is very proud of that. And in speaking of pathways, one of the, most recently, we had a student success story, and his name is James Ebong. He is a Montgomery College graduate, and talk about a couple different ways that this success story really sort of garnered attention. It's that we have a very strong relationship with Discovery Communications. Well, James is now a student at UMBC. With this partnership that we had with Discovery Communications, James actually met some folks from Discovery And just the other day, he was named UMBC's Intern of the Week, and he is interning in information systems at Discovery Communications. So talk about the perfect, pathway for a student. You have partnerships, you have Discovery Communications, and then you have this young man.
Thing to have on your resume, right? So he'll really be set to go.
Absolutely. So there's so many. We've heard so many stories today. We talked about the barbecue with Ben Edson, who found community colleges after being out on a fishing boat in Alaska. So the secret is out. There is a lot to do here at Montgomery College and a lot of development in the workforce that we're contributing to the county's economy and the state's economy and the national economy.
And I can't wait to hear what we're going to do next, but for now we're out of time. For more information about any of the topics we cover on Campus Conversations, visit montgomerycollege.edu/campus conversations.
The On-Ramp to STEM project is a NSF-funded project. It provides students from underrepresented groups to go to school full-time and thus facilitate Montgomery College's ability to put students into the STEM pipeline.
This internship has really allowed me to get back in the lab and be able to go out into the workforce with brand new skills.
They get to work with amazing scientists doing cutting-edge research that is valuable, that can be incorporated in papers or presentations.
With the experts and the professors and what they've taught me, I feel confident to be a leader in the clinical trial medical field.
This grant's going to enable so many students to realize those endless possibilities in cybersecurity.
You get to work with what you see in the field, the latest technology, and because it is maturing so quickly, they'll be able to use that money to tech refresh and be familiar with that and up to speed as you go out into the workforce.
Going to connect today's job seekers and students with jobs that we know exist right now here in Maryland.
MC provide me a solid science foundation for me to transfer to MIT.
I'm a first-year transfer student at Georgia Tech. Without MC, I don't think that I will be ready.
The biggest thing that I have gained outside of scientific knowledge is really confidence. You know you can do it.